everybody, welcome to my channel, Poached Keto. I've lost 187 pounds on a ketogenic journey. I love the sound of that. I can't wait until I can say 200 pounds and then maybe 220. I think 220 will be my goal because it will put me down in the 140s or 130, somewhere around there. I don't know. I've lost track, people. I've lost so much track. It's ridiculous. So I am going to show you this morning's readings and a little conversation, and then I will show you after the conversation my weigh-in, and then we will chit-chat for a minute. Oh, and I'll go ahead and show you what I had for dinner after that conversation too. Yeah, we'll just get it all done and over with. Alright, I had to turn the music off because it kept singing. Yeah. Welcome to my second hour into the pool. I will be getting in later too. I'm not ready to get out just quite yet. I have been doing all my water aerobics plus swimming laps. It's 33 feet each way, so I count one going from one end to the other, so it's 66 feet. Like I said, these are my little weights. I need to bring a tripod out here one day and I guess record some of the stuff I do. I can show you a few right now. I am in pain because last night we used weights inside the house, but I still got out here and I did these. Now there are some movements with the weights that I cannot do in the pool because, you know, I can't do any of these or this because they weigh nothing out of the water. So this is what I can do in the water. And believe it or not, it's harder than it looks when you're weak, and it's 3 pounds, and it does shake my head, but I'm still doing it, hoping it will fix it over time. And then you slowly bring it back up, and I do this over and over again for 2 hours, back and forth, not just this one. Then I do one that you kind of bring it like this, and then we go down and back up. I do that over and over again. Don't worry, I count so one arm is not bigger than the other. I keep track of it. Then I also do in the water to my body, back up. I also do flipping this way, which is way harder for me to do because my wrists are weak. I also do where I tuck it into my body and I go down and back, but I don't even break the water when I'm doing this one. What else? I use the stairs right here to do butterfly kicks, the whole putting, let me flip this around so you can see what my legs are doing. Alright, let's see if I can get close enough to show y'all. It's kind of hard to film yourself and I have no one to film me. Let's see. So, I do the whole this lots of times, probably over 200. And then I do the whole up and down butterfly thing over and over again. I do a bike motion. And then I can't really do it right this minute, but I get on top of that raft over there. And then I do the whole pulling my legs in and out, straight up and down. I used to be flexible. I used to do ballet, believe it or not. I wasn't really great at it, but it's a huge difference than now. But after being 368 pounds and never being able to stretch, move your legs, put them straight up in the air or do anything, my flexibility has gone down. It is way better than it was. The last 7 months I've really been working on it, but I still can't lay on my back and get my legs to go straight up in the air. My knee wants to bend every time. I feel the muscles in the back of my thighs stretching, burning. It's very tight, very painful, but I'm not giving up. I'm not giving up till I get all my flexibility back. So that's what a lot of this workout is. I'm using small weights because that's all I can lift right now. Inside they are 5 to 10 pounds. In the pool they are 3 pound weights. I'm doing butterfly kicks. So the goal of all this is to tighten up. I'm doing my arms, trying to do my stomach the best I can. Because of my sciatica on both sides, it's really hard. I can't do sit-ups. It'll put me out for weeks. Also, I'm doing, trying to do my chest on, you know, the ladder right now. It's all I can really do. Anything else pops my shoulder blades out of place. It's an old injury that I have to be really careful with. I'm trying to do my thighs, my calves. So my goal right now is to become more flexible, to tighten up my muscles, to build some, you know, get some tighter muscles, maybe tighten up the skin a little, and then, you know, still lose some more weight. So that's what I do in here for the first 2 hours of my day when I get to get in here. It was supposed to storm, and look at it. Look, look, look. It's beautiful. I don't know if y'all just saw it. But, so, and then I come back out after dinner. Tonight, I'll probably take a little walk and get in the pool again. Like I said, July is all about 20 ingredients or less. So, and that's unnatural ingredients. You don't have to count lettuce or cucumber or tomatoes or Kerrygold butter because it just has cream and salt. You don't have to count collagen or magnesium or chicken, as long as you made the chicken at home and there's no added ingredients other than salt and the seasoning you put on it, unless you're using like Hidden Valley Ranch or something where it's got maltodextrin. Then you got to start counting. Like when I use my Dute's olive oil light mayonnaise at night for my salad dressing, that's where my counts come in. But I only use about 1 serving, so I counted about 7. I think I'm kind of over counting it, but I'm not really sure about a couple of the ingredients, so I count them. So I'm doing really good on that, and I'm doing really good on my move more. Yesterday, I didn't feel so great about the day. I didn't sit long at all. However, I didn't do any physical activity, and come 8:30 at night, I was getting a little upset with myself that I didn't work on any of my muscles or move enough. So what did I do? I did it. But if you know anything about working out, and especially in the beginning of it, and that's the first time I've been stung by a bee on my back, so it's stinging right now. I swear it's the devil. Every time I try to work out in this pool, I get stung by a bee. I have gotten stung so many times this year, it's not even funny. Last time was a hornet. So your muscles will swell and take on water. Also, I got really thirsty afterwards. So that is why my weight has gone up. And I will show you those numbers in a few minutes. But that's just how it is, that your muscles are going to swell. Am I upset? No. No, I'm not, because let me tell you, a couple of weeks ago, when I was making that beaded waist belt thingy to show how I went from 70 inches waist to 43, well, I felt tiny in my waist this morning than I have so far. And this is like the smallest I've felt in my waist of my whole journey so far. And even though the scale said I went up a certain amount, I was like, okay, I know that's water weight, I know that's in my muscles, but my tummy, it looks smaller, it feels smaller. Let's tape it. And I did. And I am 41 and almost a half inches around my belly button. And I have now moved down to what I call the tire area, which is above my belly button, which was the biggest part of my body, which was over 70 inches. I couldn't even begin to guess what size it was. All I know is it was way bigger than my waist, and my waist was at least 70 inches. Okay, it had gotten bigger, but when I first measured, you know the measures only go so far, so I had to add more in. I had to use paper to do it. It was 70 inches, and that's after losing already 40-something pounds. So I was thrilled to find out the tire, which was way over 70 inches, is 40 inches now. It's smaller than my waist. The tire is finally smaller than my waist. And on top of it, it doesn't look like a tire anymore. Yes, I still have fat to lose there because it needs to be way below 40. My goals are, 35, 30, somewhere around there, or 30. But it's not a tire, people. I'm like totally thrilled. So the number on that scale did not affect my emotions even before I knew I went down, because I could feel that I went down. And I know, and you need to know this, when you work out, when you lift any kind of weights, especially if you're a woman, especially if you have polycystic ovary syndrome or anything similar, you're going to go up a little. And as much water as I drank yesterday, I knew I was going to go up some. And I am so thrilled today. The scale number does not affect me in any single way. My mascara is probably all messy. I've been swimming. I actually been swimming on top of it to get some cardio going. So, I suggest if you're just starting this journey, go get some string. Label all your string and measure yourself around both arms, both thighs, your calves, your neck, your upper stomach, bottom stomach, your waist, measure your hips area, measure anything you can think of, even your face, because the scale can lie over and over again, and all you have to do is go grab those strings and see. Oh my gosh, you might not know the exact numbers because it ain't a tape measure, but some people don't like doing tape measures. So you can do strings, and you can have permanent copies forever. And I wish I did that in the beginning. I did do it sometime this year. I think it's February, because I was doing it with Life Adventures with Keto. She was doing the string thing, and then I got really, really, really sick. It might have even been March. And then I just stopped doing it. But I do have them for reference that I'm going to use later. But they weren't my biggest at all. So, but I can still use them. I'm thinking towards the end of the year to show how far I came in a year on inches. So, yeah. Also, this whole thing with haters coming to your channel, watching you, not watching you for a while, coming back and say, I thought you would have been at your goal weight by now, or that you would have lost more by now. Like Keto Diamond got that on her channel. That's because they have a pathetic, miserable life, and they want to bring you down. That's all. So every time I get a hater, I don't get upset by it. I feel sorry for them that they are just so miserable and hate their life so much that they have to try to bring someone else down. There's one thing you need to know about weight loss. Your whole history affects it. Your whole state of health at that moment affects it, including your stress, your sleep, your anxiety. Everything affects it. So none of us is going to lose weight the same way or the same amount of time. So yeah, a lot of people, when I tell them I've lost 187 pounds, they are always like, oh, how long did it take you to lose it? And I told them I'm on year 2.5, and they're like, oh. And then I explain, for some reason, I explained my conditions I had, and that 120 of it came off in the first year with no problem. Within 12 months, it just melted off. Then they're like, oh, wow. No, people, you should have been, oh, wow, period. Even if it took me 3 or 4 or 5 years. That's a lot of weight. And I don't need your, oh, wow. I just need you to understand that not everyone is the same. Like, people are so critical. And it's because her and her husband together had lost 70 pounds on a ketogenic journey. Together, she lost 30-something, he lost 45. They were already small. They did it in, I think, 7 months. Because then I could say, wow, it took you 7 months to lose 30 pounds. That's like a long time. Like, I should have done the same to her, but that's not a long time. Because everybody's bodies is different. And for them to be like that was really rude and uncalled for and stupid. So if you're only losing 1 pound a month, or you're losing 23 pounds a month, it's what your body's going to let you do. Like me, oh my gosh, my allergies are driving me crazy. Maybe it's the sunscreen I've been using. But for like me, I can have 23 pound months. I can have 10 pound months. And then I can have some months where I go up 5 pounds and for no reason. And right now, I have to do OMAD. It's not really considered OMAD though, because I'm breaking my fast around 1 o'clock each day. I think I did around 12 today. I'm not really sure. With a coffee, a collagen coffee. It has 75 calories in it, and that's it. It has, I think, 16 fat grams, but I'm not sure. Maybe it's only 5. I'll have to look that up later. So it's about 75 calories in it, and it might be less. I don't know how much a half a tablespoon of Kerrygold butter has, but it still breaks your fast, because anything over 50, anything with any kind of sweetener, and it has a stevia and a sweet and low in it. So it breaks my fast. So people would consider that a small meal. And then around 4 is when I usually eat my one main meal, which has been salads. And I gave my dad one yesterday. I don't know if I told y'all. And I put the mayonnaise in it. Of course, he had to have regular Jeets mayonnaise, so it had more calories and more fat. And he had to have some green onions cut up in his, and he had a bunch of black pepper in his as well, and he ate it down. He loved it. But the problem is, that's my meal for the whole day, and that's a snack for him. Yeah, he still needed his dinners and stuff. So he likes keto food, but the amount of food he needs to eat in his brain is very high. Yeah, but he did love the taste of it, and he would ask me, because he does eat a mayonnaise salad, which is lettuce, tomato, and green onions, but because it had chicken and crap in it, he was like, I need salad dressing. I'm like, no, we're not having salad dressing. It's added with tons of stuff. It has tons of carbs. It has sweeteners, and I have drowned the chicken in Italian seasoning, and just a normal bottle of Italian seasonings with no sugars, no nothing. And I was like, I also sprinkled it into the salad as well, and we sprinkled tons of black pepper, and we threw in that mayonnaise, and he actually loved it. It's funny how you have to fight with someone to eat something and then they love it. But today I am going to pick up some orders from Tractor Supply. I'm taking my daughter to Starbucks, which we know will be sugar, probably, because she's been getting... Starbucks just does not have sugar-free stuff anymore. They used to, but cinnamon dolce is all you can find now, and she doesn't like that. So we're going to Starbucks. I'm taking her to Hobby Lobby. No one's ever in there, and she has a mask, and fairy tale charms are on sale, and she's been making jewelry. She wants to sell them, but I don't even know how to go about doing that. But she's been making them. So we got to go get some of that. I'm going to go into the meat market. I think I'm getting some wings, chicken breast, and a steak for me for the week. I don't know yet. We will see. I will show you all of it when I get home. Because I'm doing meal prep again this week, probably tomorrow. I have to stop by the post office because I'm mailing in a 1040, even though I have no income, because they did not ever give me my PIN number. I could not claim my stimulus check. I have called and been on hold with the IRS probably about 50-60 hours in total, and no one ever picks up. It ends up hanging up on me after 5 to 6 hours. I'm not joking. So I can't claim it online. And my theory is, if everyone else deserves it, I deserve it too. So I am sending in a 1040 with 0 on everything, because I don't have income to claim. And we'll see what happens. No, I don't get disability. No, I don't get any government assistance. So, yeah. I live off savings. And one day, of course, I know my savings will be gone. But right now, this is how I live, off my savings. But dealing with trying to get the stimulus check has been a pain. So I'm hoping this will work, even though it won't have a PIN number, because they never send me my PIN number. And they won't let me not have a PIN number. They refuse, because my identity was stolen like 11 years ago. And it's a hassle because they never mail it to me. They mail it to addresses I've never lived in my whole life, and I have to call and yell at them, telling them they're giving me my private information to people that I don't know. And I don't know why they can't get through their heads that I've only had one address almost my whole life. Well, since I've been filing taxes, it just drives me crazy. I could understand if they sent it to one of my houses in Florida where I used to live, but I don't live there. and I haven't in 15 years. And they don't send it there. They send it to stupid New York. So, I'm assuming that's where it went again this year. But, so I'm going to hope I have until the 15th to mail it in, according to the internet, because there's no one to talk to you, so hopefully it works. And there's another stimulus check coming out too. They haven't decided the amount or when, but they have decided there will be definitely one. It's going to be worth $1 trillion. I know sooner or later we will have to pay for this. But the thing is, I will have to pay for it even if I don't get it. So let me have it since you're going to punish me later in the future for it. So I'm going to shut up now, finish my little exercise, go in the house, change clothes, wake my kid up because, yes, she's still sleeping, but she promised to wake up today because she really wants to go. And then I'm going to go do all my errands, show you what I get. You already have seen my dinner, but I'm going to show you again. And tomorrow's video is going to have some meal prep in it, and I'm going to tell you how much I'm spending for the week in that meal prep video. Now we are just sitting outside of Tractor Supply waiting for the flea and ant poison type stuff to get in the car because our little wild cats are causing a lot of fleas. They never have out of all these years, but they keep going in stupid places and coming back, so I don't know. But it is crazy hot out here. It is 97 and the heat index says it's at more like 102. I have the AC going, but I have to have the trunk open waiting for them. Then she's going to get Starbucks, and I am going to the meat market, and then home. So I keep hitting my knee on the door over and over again, like for over a year now since we've had this car, probably 2 years. It has a permanent knot, and it is more painful every time I hit it. And no matter how I open the door, it seems to keep happening. One of the problems is I can't always open it that far, and my knees are long, like my legs are long, and it hits it. There's this stick out piece, and even when I tell myself not to, I seem to hit it. I hit it so bad just now that I almost threw up. It hurt into my groin, into my back, like the whole part of my body just hurt so bad. I can finally talk and breathe though. I'm so sick of hitting it, and I don't know how to stop hitting it. It's ridiculous. I'm going to show you what I got from the meat market. I got 2 packs of wings. We are having wings this week, so I will not be meal prepping that much. I also got 1 pack of some chicken breast, so I will do some prepping with this set. This set you can't really prep because I hate cold wings. We'll be cooking this up this week too. So, as you can see, for the week, I've got more protein than I normally eat, but we're going to try adding some more in and see what happens. I'm eating later than usual because I just got back from the meat market and Hobby Lobby and all those places. So this is my only real meal of the day. I will be having this and a collagen coffee. So, yeah, I'm starving. I'm probably going to sprinkle 1 more serving of cheese on top and see how that goes. My morning coffee going right now. It is 11:05, so I'll be breaking my fast with my coffee. My blood glucose is 82. For anyone who cannot see their screen at the moment. Now we are moving over to my ketones. Ketones 1.3, GKI coming up. GKI was 3.5 and my weight was 182.4, right? Yeah, almost a little more than half a pound up. No big deal, like I was saying. I worked my muscles to death. I drank way more water than usual. It is not fat, it is inflammation party and water. Who cares? Because like I told y'all, my waist side is way smaller. Alright, so you saw what I've done today. It is probably 7, I don't know for sure. The crickets are starting to sing, that's why I think it's around 7. Went to the meat market, had my salad. What you didn't see is I was waiting for the poached egg to finish, and I had me a poached egg as well. I've been having a poached egg for the last 4 days now. As long as my weight don't keep going up, I will continue to have that poached egg because eggs sometimes can give me inflammation. So we're gonna see. I want it for the fat because it's a clean, good fat, and I want it for the extra little protein. It's not a lot, but it's a little. Plus it tastes really good. And when I get to my goal weight, I'm gonna have to start eating more foods and more times a day, or I'll keep dropping weight and get sickly. So, because I'm not gonna have any fat left to eat off myself, because that's what I'm basically doing right now. So I want to be able to eat eggs in the morning, and the poached eggs are coming out amazing, absolutely amazing. I used to make them on the stove, I used to make them in the microwave, and I hated them every time. They would get all weird looking and just not come out very well. But I have this little machine. I'll show y'all tomorrow if I forget to show you today. It comes off Amazon. You can buy a 6 or you can buy an 8 one. It's by Dash, and it's an egg cooker. So you basically take your egg raw. It has a little thing you put the water in, and it has different amount of water you put in it. It's like a measuring cup thingy, and it has for medium, soft, poached, or even if you're making an omelet. So you pour it into the little machine, that water. Then at the end, you take the cap off of that cup, and there's a needle, and you poke on the bottom of each egg, one poke. Don't be scared of it, okay? Do it. Because if you're scared of it, you will crack the egg. If you just jab it in there, it will not crack. Then you put the eggs into the little egg slot. You shut the lid, you plug it in, and it'll beep when it's done. The 6 takes way less time than the 12. And I just started using it for poach, and it is perfect. After it's done, which doesn't take very long, you throw it in some ice for like 3 to 5 minutes. Then you keep them in the shell. Even if you do hard-boiled eggs, just keep them in the shell. And when you go to use them, you peel them and you go. And I like the poached eggs cold. They're actually really amazing. And that's how I've been doing it. I just take the shell and eat it the next day. When you cut it in half, the yellow is still nice and runny, not running too much, because a good poached egg, at least to me, is a tiny bit nice and thick yellow. Of course, if you do it right away, it's not going to have a thickness to it. It's going to be pure runny, and I'm enjoying them in my salad. Yes, Haley?
I was going to say confidence is key when it comes to stabbing the egg.
Oh, confidence. You got to have confidence you ain't going to break it and that you can get through that hard shell.
In the great words of Shia LaBeouf, just do it!
So I had that with my food. It is my treat right now. I am really enjoying those cold poached eggs. So it's kind of like having, even though it's not sugar, to me, it's like having a dessert with my dinner because it's very treaty to me. Like, I really have come to like them. Also, I really think it's the brand of eggs. I have no issues with this brand, and it tastes different to me and so much better. And I have it with my coffee, which is another treat for me. It's really hard to only do 2 coffees a day. I think that's the hardest part of my cut, because I always did 2, so 1 and a half scoop of collagen a day, because I love my coffee so much. But I'm not, because I'm on this cut, and I want to make sure I'm counting everything. I'm weighing everything. Yes, the last 2 days I have added more cheese, and we will see tomorrow if adding almost another serving of cheese is hurting me or not, because sometimes, you know, just adding more cheese can stall me a little because it has the little tiny bit of starch to keep it from sticking. It's also a dairy, and other than butter, everything else seems to affect me sometimes with dairy. So we're gonna see what the scale says tomorrow. And like I said, I am not upset because I have no water weight going on right now. You saw my exercises I've done. You saw what I got in meat market. I might have got too much food. My kid might have to eat a few meals with me because I don't want the food to go to bad. The chicken strips are 3 pounds. There's no way I would eat 3 pounds of chicken strips in 6 days. I mean, if that's all I was eating, yes, that would cover 6 days of meat for me, which was $7. You can do clean OMAD keto really cheap, people. You really can. As long as you're not doing snacks and stuff, and you're not doing a bunch of crazy stuff and all natural, it's not that expensive. But I also got some wings, and I got a steak. So she'll probably split the steak with me when I eat it, if she wants to. And she will definitely be eating some of the chicken strips. I will make it with her ranch Frank's sauce powder, which both has maltodextrin, so I can't eat it, but she can, and she loves it. If she wants that. Is that what you want? Yes, that's what she wants. Also been thinking, or if I don't grill that, I've been thinking about trying heavy season like that with the cream cheese and heavy cream with rather that it's called cracked chicken, I guess people's been making, but instead of me just doing it with the ranch seasoning, I do it with the Frank's ranch seasoning to give it a kick to it and make that for her. Like, I really want to try that kind of stuff once I get to my goal weight, but not until then. Yes, Haley?
Oh, I was gonna say, okay, so I found some recipes online to make like vegan hard-boiled eggs out of like it's the stuff that you use to make your stuff thicker.
Xanthan gum?
Yeah, it's xanthan gum and also
Gelatin?
agar powder, which
I don't know what that is.
It's from seaweed.
Ew,
It doesn't taste like seaweed though. And it's like, it has almost no carbs as well, and it doesn't have actual eggs in it. So we should try and make that for me, since I'm allergic to actual eggs and I can't have boiled eggs.
Okay.
So yeah.
We also got to try making those gummy bears one night. I bought a bunch of stuff to make keto gummy bears. We'll have to make a video one night when we try it. I've just been so strict lately. I haven't want to make anything. I've bought all the stuff to make brownies and pound cakes, and I have a list of stuff that once I get to my goal, yeah, my channel will be about maintaining and tons of recipes. It is going to be a full-out cooking channel for keto. I'm going to warn y'all now. We're talking meals. We're talking sweets. We're talking about everything, because I can't do it while I'm cutting. I know how to maintain. I know how to eat all that kind of food and not go up in weight, including my favorite, which is chicken pizza. It's where I pound out a chicken breast as thin as possible, and don't make fun of me.
It's gross.
I love it. And I stuff it with pizza sauce, bell peppers, mushrooms, cheeses, pepperoni, ham, bacon. Everything I like on my pizza goes on that piece of chicken. And
Bacon's the worst part.
then I roll it up and I cook it. And then I put more sauce on it and mozzarella cheese. She used to love it. Now she doesn't like it.
The texture's wrong.
She doesn't like the texture anymore.
And the combination of flavors. They don't go together.
But she does eat it when instead of chicken, I use hamburger and make it like a meatloaf.
That's good.
But it's a pizza meatloaf, a keto pizza meatloaf.
It's just like the chicken texture combined with the...
My kid, I swear. But yeah, so be prepared. When I ever reach my goal, we're going to do a lot of cooking. And it's all going to be keto. You'll probably see me do exercises in the video, because at that point I won't be too embarrassed that I have tons of rolling around during my exercises. Seriously. So, and I'm going to show you what I have to eat to maintain. And like I said, y'all will get to watch me when I do get my goal do a reverse diet. So it will be a little while before I will get to eat all that yummy stuff, because we are going to reverse diet and raise my calories to 2,500 like a normal person. And like I said, the whole calorie thing was an issue way before keto. If I ate more than 400 calories, I would gain weight. Polycystic ovary syndrome, type 2 diabetes, and I was on diets every day of my life since I was 13 years old. Tried everything, Weight Watchers for years, everything. Nothing ever worked. So not only was my metabolism destroyed by polycystic ovary syndrome, my insulin was going crazy. I have adrenal gland issues and tons and tons of stress in my life and insomnia, but I also crash dieted 24/7 of my life. Most of my life was, no, I can't have that cake. You went to the store and got a cupcake? I wish I could. And I was 368 pounds, and I would have kept going if I ate that kind of stuff every day. So, and I couldn't have Cheetos in my house, because I will tell you, I was addicted to Cheetos. I'm not anymore, because I'm highly allergic. Every time I eat them, I throw up. The last time was when I was in Hawaii, so a year ago. But, and yes, that is not keto. But I couldn't stop myself when it comes to Cheetos. They are like my weakness. Was. Not anymore. Not anymore. After getting so sick on them, I will never ever touch the things again. They will never ever have willpower over me again. So my weakness still is brownies. I cannot be near brownies, but I have a really, really good keto recipe brownie that is made with coconut flour, not almond, which will have more, yes, I know you're excited, which will have more carbs in it. However, my daughter is deadly allergic to almonds and nuts, so we don't use nuts 90% of the time in the house.
Unless she wants to assassinate me.
Yes, especially something she would want to eat. So that's why I found an amazing recipe of coconut flour brownies. And I got all the ingredients to make it. It's my weakness. I have to wait until my cut's over. So.
Want to hear my weakness?
Oh, okay. Get in the picture if you want to talk.
My weakness is flaming hot Cheetos, the spiciest you can find, with like also the lime ones. And then you add what's it called? Sour cream to them, and they're very good.
Oh yeah. She did get me addicted to those ones, and
They make me throw up, but it's worth the pain.
She throws up and still eats it. That's horrible.
I'm sorry. That's why I don't eat them. That's why I just need to keep them away from me, and I need to get them out of my room. That's
called food addiction.
Yeah, it makes me happy.
It makes you happy. It is pretty sad when that better not be thunder.
Yeah.
It's pretty sad when we're all trapped here in the house with this whole COVID thing, having to wear a mask. I mean, we went out and we're not going out again with her. One, she can't remember not to touch things. Two, she has to wear the N95 because she's got tons of underlying conditions. Yes, people are probably yelling at me that I shouldn't take her out of the house at all, but we only let her go into Hobby Lobbies or Keto's, which are both pretty much empty when we go in, and she is dying of boredom. However, she didn't eat before we left, and it was like 3 in the afternoon, and she got really sick and almost threw up in her mask because her blood sugar was dropping, because she does a carb diet 90% of the time and won't listen to me. It's really hard to fight against a 15-year-old because she's about to be 15.
Okay,
but you know, if you're on a carb diet, how sick you get from not eating for almost 20-something hours. It makes you really feel sick. That's the great thing about keto. I can go 24 hours now and not feel sick. I won't get throw-uppy. I will get hungry and it's time to eat, but I'm not having a sugar crash. My blood sugar is staying the same and I'm perfectly fine with it. So I'm going to shut up because I'm pretty sure this is a very long video today, and I hope it uploads because I'm really tired of it always failing. So I hope everyone's having a great day, and we will do another weigh-in tomorrow. And yes, I know I did not do a live, but that's because Princess Ninja and Keto did one at 8 last night, and I didn't want them to overlap. So I will do one shortly. I will definitely do one Thursday at 8 or 8:30. All right, between 8 and 9. Somewhere in there on Thursday nights is when I will do them. It also depends on the storming, because when it's storming, my internet is just like off. It does not work.
You should do one
no, I am not doing one tonight. It's already late. I can't do one tonight. I still have to put the video together. Gotta get my exercises in. So, yeah, I'm going to do some more exercises. At least walk this pool. It's over 33 feet, like I said, one way. So, you know, I'm just going to walk around the whole entire circle over and over again, plus do some swimming and some laps and get some more exercise in after eating. I like to do it twice a day. I'm not overdoing it because I'm not doing like aerobic, like boot camp or, you know, big cardio dance routines for an hour. I think I'm underdoing it, but I'm doing what I can for me and what my body can do right now. So don't over push it. If all you're doing is walking to your mailbox and back to your door a few times a day in the beginning, then that's at least got you out of your chair, right? And yes, I'm kind of in a chair right now because I'm floating in the pool. But this is, other than driving, this is the only relaxation I've had all day. And it's probably close to 8 now. And I keep hearing thunder. So I'm going to let y'all go, and I will see y'all tomorrow.